Hi guys, I'm here to bring you your This Week at Axis video for the week of April 21st to April 25th. So for all of our strength movements this week, we are again decreasing the reps and increasing the weight. If you haven't caught on to the pattern yet, we will be doing 5 sets of 3 reps at 80%. And if you're a newer athlete, please stick with 5 sets of 5 reps. And if your coach gives you the go-ahead, you can increase the weight from last week, or you're going to continue to focus on your technique. And we would rather you have proper mechanics at a lighter weight before adding intensity to that movement by adding weight. So if you need to stick with lighter weight again, that is okay. It's just going to benefit you in the long run. So on Monday, we're going to back squat, and then our workout is going to be 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, times 5 of 20 seesaw lunges with weight. You're going to be holding a dumbbell in the goblet position. And then for the remainder of the 90 seconds, you're doing as many burpees as you can. And then you'll rest for 30 seconds. So you can scale the weight as needed on the lunges, or if you need to scale the lunges to step-ups, you can do that. I would like to see some weight added to the step-ups as well, if you can. So this one is going to be about pacing, because I would like you to try to be as consistent every round as you can. The way you're going to log in SugarWOD, a little hint, hint, wink, wink on this one. Keep track of how many burpees you do each round, because you're going to fill that in SugarWOD. That's going to be your score for the day. I'd rather see you get the same amount or close to the same amount of burpees every round, rather than you trying to get the number 1 spot in the leaderboard and doing 30 burpees round 1. I also apologize. I don't know what my camera's doing right now. But rather than getting 30 burpees round 1 and then 7 burpees rounds 2 through 5 because you burned yourself out round 1. So pace yourself, okay? Tuesday, we are going to be repeating a Metcon that we have actually done twice in the past now. So before we get to the Metcon, as part of your warm-up, you're going to work on kipping movements. So about 5 minutes working on kip swings, kipping pull-ups, chest-to-bar pull-ups, muscle-ups, okay? This is your time to warm up. Not only just work on these skills, but also warm up for the workout. And then the Metcon is going to be every 1 minute for 20 minutes. You're going to do 1 wall walk, 1 muscle up, and 3 toes to bar. So you're doing all 3 of those movements in the 1 minute. It should be roughly 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Scaling for the wall walk is going to be 3 inchworms. Scaling for the muscle up will be 1 chest to bar pull up, 1 kipping pull up, 1 jumping negative pull up, or 4 ring rows. And then scaling for the toes to bar will be knees to elbow, knees to chest, or sit-ups. So if you've done this workout before, maybe you're going to try to do a movement you didn't do last time. Maybe last time you did sit-ups. This time you're going to try knees to chest. Or maybe last time you did inchworms. This time you're going to do wall walks. So that is Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to bench press. And then after we bench press, we have a partner AMRAP 12. And it's going to be 6 ring dips, 6 pendlay rows, and 6 push-ups. So partner 1 will do ring dips, then partner 2 will do ring dips, then partner 1 will do pendlay rows, then partner 2, so on and so forth. You can scale the ring dips to 6 bench dips or overhead tricep extensions. You can scale the weight of the barbell for the pendlay rows, or you could scale the pendlay rows to dumbbell bent over rows. I'll talk about what pendlay rows are in a second. And you can scale the push-ups to box push-ups. So some of you may be familiar with pendlay rows. We've done them in the past, and some of you may have never done them before, and that is okay. So this is a barbell variation of a bent over row, and when you do the pendlay row, when you have your arms fully extended, the plates, if you have the 10-pound plates or heavier, should be touching the ground. So you're bent over with a nice neutral spine, plates are touching the ground, you're at a dead stop, and then you row up to your chest, and then you come back to a dead stop. So there's no momentum being used. On the dumbbell bent over rows, maybe you get a little bounce at the bottom, maybe. But the pendlay rows, you're coming to that dead stop every single time. So, like I said, it's just another variation of a bent over row. On Thursday, we will be doing one of the girl workouts. And if I check my SugarWOD right now, the last time I did this one was October 6th of 2022. So if any of you have done it since, let me know. But as far as my records show, the last time we did this was in October of 2022. So for a lot of you, you're going to be doing this for the first time, but we are going to be doing Kelly. And Kelly is 5 rounds for time of a 400-meter run, 30 box jumps, and 30 wall ball shots. And there are lots of scaling options for you. I'm going to read them right off of SugarWOD right here. They're listed in the workout prep notes very nicely for you guys. So your goal is to be working for 20 to 30 minutes. However, this workout we're going to have it with a 40-minute time cap. And the intermediate option for this would be to do 4 rounds of a 400-meter run, 30 box jumps, and 30 wall ball shots, but doing them at the prescribed height for the box jumps and weight for the wall ball shots. And a beginner option could be 3 rounds for time of a 400-meter run, 20 box step-ups, and 30 squats. So those are just some scaling options. If there are others that you need, talk to your coach. But again, this should be on the longer side. You should be working for 20 to 30 minutes. And then on Friday, we're going to deadlift. And then following that, we have a chipper. And this is going to be where the reps are going to go down, but then they're also going to come back up. So we're going to have 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 reps of sumo deadlift high pulls and kipping pull-ups. So you can scale the reps as needed. So maybe if you're a newer athlete, you're going to just ignore the sets of 10 and you'll do 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 reps if that's going to help you keep moving. You can scale the weight on the sumo deadlift high pulls as needed, and you can scale the kipping pull-ups to jumping negative pull-ups or ring rows. Now, what I will say about the jumping negative pull-ups, these can be a pretty aggressive option. So if you have been doing jumping negatives for a while and you know you can handle the volume, you don't have to scale the reps. But if you are newer, like you just transitioned from ring rows to jumping negatives, I would cut the reps in half. So I would do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reps of the jumping negatives. Again, that's going to kind of be your choice. If you have a question about it, ask your coach. They can probably help you figure out, where do you land. That's all I've got for the workouts. Remember, if you have a question or a goal you're looking to achieve, go ahead and email into accessstrengthtraining@gmail.com. You'll get set up with a meeting to help get you on the right track. I hope you guys have a great week of training.